Hello to you all. I'm pleased that you have convened to hold the third annual World Arctic Broadband Summit. From Utqiagvik, Alaska, to Oulu, Finland, and now Hokkaido, Japan, our distances are vast, but our goals and problems are shared, as is our determination to solve them, which brings us together here. It's great to see this summit growing and fostering real solutions to the challenge of connecting the Arctic with broadband technology. When Tara Sweeney convened this conference for the first time in Utqiagvik back in 2016, there was only the hope that the conference could garner such interest and signal to all the global opportunity in securing internet connectivity in the Arctic. I'm happy to announce that Tara's confirmation process to be the Assistant Secretary of Indian Affairs at the U.S. Department of the Interior is moving along. She is a fierce advocate for Alaska and the Arctic, with a proven track record of working collaboratively with diverse stakeholders to better the lives of those that live in our Arctic nations. The challenges that we face with our remote populations, lack of infrastructure, and short building seasons are not insurmountable, and all of you are proving that. In Alaska, broadband cables are rolling out in various regions in the state, including at the North Slope, opening up Arctic communities in historic ways. And the process to do that was a challenge that truly tested the limits. As the subsea cables were being laid, the silty mud was so dense that when the machinery was hauled back up to the surface, the mud caked on it was absolutely dry. That's really thick mud. But the benefits are worth it. In Alaska, we can immediately see the real-time difference in the communities where broadband is available. We've got doctors meeting with patients hundreds of miles away, discussing high-resolution MRI images. Our schools connect students to subject area experts and to other students in communities all over the state, fostering competitions and engagement that simply would not be possible without broadband. And that project happened because the business case is there. Cruise ships are touring the Arctic in record numbers. Trade routes are opening up. And we know that the growth will only build as one opportunity presents another. Now, while we've made some progress with our infrastructure in the American Arctic, we recognize that we still have much room for improvement. In the U.S., we look to Nordic nations to learn. We know that in order to provide more complete coverage in the Arctic, we'll need a combination of fiber optic cable as well as satellite. The Arctic is a vast region with a relatively small population, so for coverage to be economic, it will need to be an international effort among the Arctic nations. The implicit advantage that Alaska has is its strategic location, bridging Asia and Europe, bringing our economies closer and increasing the opportunity for commerce to flow. As Arctic connectivity becomes reliable, previously locked away resources will come to market and tech corridors will develop. It's the pioneering spirit of the private sector that will make this happen. In the meantime, we need to keep collaborating and figuring out where the public sector can support your work. So as this conference has brought you all together for a few days, I look forward to the time when we can connect and communicate easily the other 360 some odd days a year in the Arctic. I know that you'll get us there. Quiana.